Howdy everyone, hope you're doing well. Again, sorry for being a little later than usual, but it's been a very long few days. I am sorry that Frederick wasn't able to be there on Tuesday, and that Lucius wasn't able to be there on Wednesday. So despite how tired I am, I really wanted to make sure that I had a Friday stream up. That's it. While I didn't have a lot of proper calls today, there was still a lot of talking, a lot of annoying people. It was really tiring. Aside from staying up really late the night before, and getting up early to help my grandmother with a bunch of stuff. The nap really helped. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go. I kind of implied it in the tweet, but I want to at least get to and through the cathedral. Let's just finish off some Oreos. As a result, there are maybe 3 or 4 areas to get through, bosses aside. But we'll tackle those as we tackle those. I can't think of any other announcements I want to make just right now. Obviously, there's next week's schedule, but that should be about the same. So that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. There's a gallery. So why is my X not working? Okay, one moment, I want to see what the heck the gallery is. It's a bottle beer. Okay, I'm getting the heck out of here before I spoil things then. Gray, you're not allowed to look at that. I'll have to take a look at that in my own free time. Let's see, did I already change outfits? Yeah, I changed into this one that we just got. And good, I already have the Salamander Dagger. That's what we'll be going through this next area with. Also, in addition to the fact that I haven't really used these weapons before at all, there's also the fact that since I'm not really tweaking them, it's also not the best build. But also, my level is fairly high to begin with, even if, again, it's not optimal. So, we'll see how things go. Fuck these things. I'll give you a hint what the red barrel with a glowing red thing on top of it does. It's also not quite as fast a weapon as you'd initially think it is. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It is a meaty little knife. Oh, hi. It's like, who's making that noise? I don't see no one. That's right, the red barrels with the glowing lights on top explode. Good job. Who would have thought? Hi. Ow. How you doing? Hi. And a good buddy. Big pipe wrench. Hi, how you doing? Hi, thank you, goodbye, be gone. The dark moon, moonstone of the covenant, the moon is real. And then another one of these fuckos. Ah. They say it's the wrong weapon to be using on you, but I'll use it anyways. Okay. Island. My carrier's amulet already had one, already had a +1. It's basically just Howl's. It's Howl's amulet. It lets you carry more shit. We're good on that front. Mostly because I have a obscene amount of levels dumped into just letting me carry everything I need to due to how the armor works. You wouldn't think it with my sleek, svelte build and supple rolls, but I basically have the heaviest armor on possible at the moment. Are you telling me about to roll through a tree if I can't actually pluck it yet?
These bodies, could they be from Moonlight Town? Whoa, did puppets do this?
Mayhaps. To be fair, there's like a puppet right there, so it's a solid contender. Oh, that's just getting me overheat. There's a fucker on the roof over there. The arm on that motherfucker. You know what? Do you like playing with fire? Burn, bitch. Climb up on the roof. Hey, hon. Thank you very much for the subscription, Lily. 22 months. 2 years away from Transformation Amulet +1. Another +1. What the heck did the original Transformation Amulet actually do? 2 months away from 2 years. Very close. I'd increased my advance. Okay. Change is the start of progress. Puppets are no exception, as they must possess a variety of means at their disposal to respond to variables. It's weird that I don't think I can actually sell amulets. I can shove them in storage, I think. But it's weird that they were... And there's the second. It's weird that they made it so some of the items were replaced with the +1 versions if you just go and pick stuff up, like where items would be normally, but they also left the default base game redundancies in. And that's aside from the piddly armor upgrades. The armor grades are fucking worthless. Yeah, it's been doing that. I'm not sure why. Or rather, it's been making the sound twice. What an interesting breach. No, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and peruse the lower area before we start crossing the bridge. I almost feel guilty about killing the dimensional butterflies, but hey, resource materials. Moonlight Town Guide. Moonlight Town is the lowest place on the city, where pilgrims prepare for their journeys. Since Saint Frangelico met the one-winged angel and founded a church, get thee away from me, Sephiroth, Moonlight Town has become known as a place where pilgrims are lifted to the cathedral by pulley and prepared for their pilgrimages. Andrew's reputation was at its peak when he was appointed as a preach. At the time, Krat was only a poor country town. No, that's country. But Andreas didn't mind and devoted himself to taking care of the people. They were even saying that Saint Frangelico himself had returned. Moonlight Town actively helped the priest's good deeds and always acted together as colleagues who delivered the word of God. The decision to accept the alchemists from outside and revive Krat was made in the Moonlight Town. After all, it was the birthplace of the Krat we know today. Today, we have cable railways instead of pulleys, and a city to future instead of a country to village, but our virtues remain unchanged. Just like how the angel wrapped Saint Frangelico in his wings when he fell in the cold, people should help each other. A place lower than any other, Moonlight Town is proof that virtue is still here. Yeah, well, about that. So, a lot of explosive around here for some reason. Fucking charging spear motherfuckers. As you can see, not terribly far off from the bridge that we could hop over. Clearly we should have touched the ground and checked the bridge first. Birds. These are also some very, very scattered grave markers. But a strange place for an invisible wall. Okay, shortcut I'll have to activate later. Ow. Okay, you get to die second. Okay, you get to die third. You get to die third. No, bad puppet. Workshop Union Standard Corrosion Resistance Converter +1 that I'll never use because it's shit. I feel it's weird they can't go through that hole. Came from. It's clogged up. Oh yeah, just up here. There. I thought there was slightly more of the village. Dad.
Do you want to go up, child? I'm sorry, but the train isn't in service anymore. The cathedral isn't the sanctuary it once was. The people who went up there never returned.
Oh yeah, that's why
I still
we're
don't
heading
know
up.
what happened. But I do know this. The cathedral is off limits. Forever. If you're determined to pass, you must prove your identity. Who are you? Are you a stalker? Interesting. I thought all the stalkers died when the workshop tower collapsed. As for me,
Such the simplest
I'm
of
as
greetings.
dead. A sinner who lost everyone I ever loved. I have no right to stop someone as determined as you.
Indeed you
Please
don't.
be safe up there.
May our paths not cross again for your own sake. The Ergo is whispering.
Please be safe up there.
Alright, time for Gemini to have some fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Pilgrim's Cable Railway. Now, those of you who joined us in Moonlight Town, we hope your preparations for the Pilgrim's journey are well underway. Fascinating town, Moonlight, just fascinating. Back in the day, the only way to reach the cathedral was using a rope and pulley. So, thanks for building it on a cliff, St. Frangelico. I kid. Frangelica, wonderful saint, wonderful. Anyway, next stop, the Bridge of Atonement. While you atone there, don't miss a magnificent view of beautiful Krot. It's been my pleasure, friends, and enjoy the rest of your journey. I've been your captain on this ride, Gemini!
A little better with the factories
Well,
aren't there.
Not bad, huh? Oh, I really am good at this. When in doubt, let Gemini be your guide. You look annoyed. What I do? I'm sure it's fine. Let's get a move on, pal. Oh, something's off. Do you see that over there? I recognize.
Mean all the
that
fucking
object. That's
corpses?
to be expected, but what is that?
More corpses? Ah, weird corpses. Yeah, weird corpses are weird.
idea what those things are, pal. Approach with caution.
Well, plenty of twitchy. It looked at me, then just kind of stay there for a bit. Hey, how you doing? You look not friendly. Yep. You get the Bernie treatment. That guy's having a real weird time in the distance. I need to get used to the very short distance on this. Unfortunately, your zombie shtick took just a little too long there. Hi, how you doing? Oh. I have to go all the way back here to mop up the other... Wait, how did that miss? Not really anything of use up there, aside from the repair tool, but hey. When Saint Frangelico falls and breathes his last breath, the angels of God will look after.
What is happening?
Where am I?
What's their problem? Wait, their bodies are strangely altered.
You just now
I
noticing
don't know
this?
what's going on, but keep those eyes of yours open.
No, I thought I'd just wander around blindly. Woman's prayer. God, I pray with all my heart. Please withdraw your wrath from Krot. Just as you enveloped Saint Frangelico with angel's wings, please save us as well. As the judgment was unavoidable because of our corruption, please at least spare my child your wrath. This baby has done no wrong. Please let my Charlotte enter heaven. If there's anyone who finds this place, please pray for us and know that there was desperate sadness here. Pray, you who are exhausted and injured. Lily, if you're still there, could you please report and ban them? If not, then I'll do that in a minute myself. Hey, Leo, neighborino.
Mercy, I beg you, don't kill me.
Not the plan. Also,
I thought you were from
unlikely.
the organization. Never mind. My name
Giamgio.
is Janjo.
Sorry,
I'm
Janjo.
a pharmacist. Yes, pharmacist.
Just a mere
I'm looking for the legendary
alchemist
gold coin
or
fruit.
pharmacist.
I was able to use medicine to slow the infection spread. I have the petrification disease, and I need a cure. Sorry, I ramble when I'm nervous. Read this. It'll explain things faster than I can.
We'll look at that in just a moment. Why am I not seeing a report option when I click on this user? Well, I would report them, but for some reason it wasn't giving me that ability. But they're still banned. Moving on. How do you make it so that mods have to approve links? Guillaume is valid. Guillaume, the king's knight, found the shining tree on the rocky mountain. The tree's fruit resembles gold coins, and this fruit is a miraculous blessing. For many people who have recovered from different diseases, who have been able to escape the plague, the elated knight built a castle and called himself the Holy Knight. But remember, sojourners, miracles always have a price, no matter how captivating they may be. Not much of a ballad. You'll rise up and look after the land of God. The angel spreads its wings. And embraces the saint, and the cold is forgotten.
Many substances can be poisonous. The precise dose is what separates medicine from poison. The gold coin fruit might just be a myth. But in the midst of an epidemic, it might be our salvation. Can you let me know if you find it? I'll give you this by way of payment.
A cube!
The people of ancient Krat knew how to bottle a wish upon a star. They claimed special powers after distilling the wish into a cube made from a meteorite. I don't know how it works, but it's said to react to someone who has ergo and grant them power. If you can help me with the gold coin tree, I'll give you more of this. I'm headed to the St. Frangelico Cathedral. You can find me there if you need me.
Gotcha. But yes, we now have a cube. Cube can do a handful of things, such as slowly regenning one of our bars, or buffing a summon. It also takes a bit. It's useful in a pinch, but if you're in a pinch, you might not be able to activate it. That's great and all, but you've done a real shit job at protecting the humans. As we can see, appears these things were born from the petrification disease in one way or another. And slowly becoming the monster, as something festers its way through them. Hi, how you doing? Pick off the guy's arm. Lovely. A lovely palette of view. Again, this would be a nice view of the city if the factory weren't between this and everything else. Big, long, slimy trail. You who have sinned, repent of your tears. Only those who have cleansed their souls may move forward. Well, farewell to whoever that is. So someone appears to have left the music going. The original score is unrecognizable because there's a sticky blue fluid over it. Someone wrote, "Angel, why did you abandon us? The cathedral scares me. I want to go home. Every night there's a monster crying in the basement. Even if I sing hymns, I can hear it in my ears. It'd be better if the Archbishop was with us, but he's busy praying. Angel, please hear our prayers. Help us go home, please." Fortunately, we have a long way to go. And the cathedral's also clearly seen some better days. Hey, toxic blue goo, my favorite. Really big one over that, but battering at you isn't what you should worry about when it comes to ghosts, guys. They're actually ranged. That was slightly more annoying than it needed to be, and that was weird. So we moving around. Look, that didn't work. Ah, good job, me. Our fancy blue outfit into a... That's a fancy, very dark outfit. Nope. Not my best jump. Nope. Okay. We're becoming one with the roots. Good job, me. Phew. Likely I'll have to do that again just to get that one. Plop, 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 plop. Alright. How about nope? As you can see, there's also way down there, but we'll get there when we get there. I Hey, Theo. Hope you're doing good. Many pets for our blue boy. Let's do this and see if there's anything of note here. Now looks like that's just a quote-unquote shotgun down, meaning now we're gonna have to go all the way back to the top of it. Okay. Also, for whatever reason, this church also has big electric balls of fuck you. I don't know why, but they do. Ah, fuck you. I say, hey, how you doing, buddy? Glad to see you made it.
Gold coin trees are said to blossom when plague stalks the land. Perhaps they've already bloomed somewhere in Krot. The people of ancient Krot knew how to. They claimed it's. Maybe you'll find.
Alright, so that. And back down we go. Fucking comboed. Leastwise became decide. No, that swing doesn't hit. But their swings do. Okay, yo. Thanks, game. Somehow, not only was that not a hit, but that also was not a block. Alright, back to the point of contention. So there's like... How is there supposed to be any way to get the rest out? The Archbishop is dead. Those who are still alive must flee from the dead. Or join their ranks, it looks like. Yeah, let's examine that ladder first. Last, I need a Trinity key. Nothing else fun down that way. So we'll have to remember to come back that way. Gradually making our way through dark and dusty hallways. You doing okay there, lady? A nice big fire. Sure would be a shame if someone were to... Oops. And there goes all that toxic bullshit. Delightful. Love to see it. Or, I mean, oops, I had nothing to do with this. Yep. I said we got that. Supposed to jump over there. Okay, need to reorient myself. Annoying means I have to go through that bullshit again. Okay. I can just stand at the side. Okay, that's fine. That works. Do. It's like, I am fairly certain there's something over here. I'm just trying to remember if it's on this wheel or a different wheel. No, it's right there. Blind man's double-sided spear blade. Curious cages. Excuse me. Now to make the climb one more time, but at least now we actually have the prize we sought. The fucking shortcut's right here. I should have just activated this. Ah! As you can see, lift now go up. Not that it really showed off the lift prior, but hi, how you doing? Legion plug, always nice to have. Actually, I'm not sure I really need those, given the fact that we've already crafted, quote-unquote, all of the arms. And yes, now that we're on the bottom floor, now that we have the swamp drained, you can see, there's something curious down here. Curious hidden secret room. Why is it here with its duplicate portraits? Who knows? But it has a crafted cryptic vessel. What does the crafted cryptic vessel do? We'll find out later. For now, let's push onwards. Alright, slowly go higher. Ah. Now that you could really go higher since it closed to itself. What a big empty room with something in the middle. Hi, how you doing? Aren't you a big old bastard? See how your shield likes fire. I stuck the quarter. Oh, that's fair. That felt weird. Goodbye your shield, and goodbye to you. Thank you for the quartz. Do not come again. And some cat dust. That's something I particularly used, but just to read over that. Temporarily reduces presence. A special dust that reduces your presence. When approaching from behind, it allows you to elude detection temporarily. It can still be discovered by enemies with sharp senses or upon being caught in sight. A special dust that reduces your presence, like a cat. It was said that stalkers enjoyed using it when spying on opponents. Outside of some circumstances where you might really, really want to backstab, I honestly can't imagine ever using it, but eh. A Crot supply box. What's that do? We'll find out soon. For now, lift the lever!
Archbishop Andreas once told me, always be true to myself.
A lot of books. At least the library is mostly intact.
I'm surprised to see who's, well, alive. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Cecile, and I serve the Archbishop. I'm the only one left.
For now, it looks like.
Everyone's dead. From the petrification disease, or from the monsters. I didn't die. But my heart breaks more each day. Can you do me a kindness? Bring me the holy mark from the Archbishop's quarters. The Archbishop was a true saint. He was my savior. If I write his words into my heart, maybe it'll give me the strength to carry on. I can't die. But perhaps this can help me live again. Please, bring me the holy mark, as quickly as you can.
I'll do my best, madam. Now before that, let's go ahead and head back to Hotel Krat.
At the House of Anini, even...
I guess the box doesn't go to you, but one does go to you.
Isn't this a cryptic vessel? Well, I would expect nothing less from you. What I mean, of course, is that this is a humble invention of mine. A cipher device. Once your information is locked in here, only you can get it out. Of course, once people realize the value of a truly unbreakable way to keep secrets, knockoffs flood the market. The trials and travails of true genius, forever copied, never credited. But I admit, even some of these knockoffs could still hold secrets. You're welcome to take a crack at, well, cracking it. Who knows? It could lead you to something truly valuable. Or at least more practical. May I be of assistance? I can decide.
Well, it's not like I can decipher them myself, but got that fancy thing on the arm.
I'm a bit rusty, but it's all starting to come back to me. Genius never sleeps and never truly abandons the truly brilliant. What? No, of course I didn't read the contents. Who has time to read anymore? But I could help.
Time
you
enough in the
read
world,
if
it
you want
seems.
to.
Craft encrypted vessel decryption. Orders strike the puppet hanging from the Alchemist Bridge on Lysian Boulevard. It's like, yeah, craft it. We can't really craft anything. We do have two robots. Need one more before we can do the other thing. The box goes
Welcome to
to
Hotel Krat.
Polyndian over here.
This is a supply box, officially approved by the city of Krat. I shall open it and add it to the hotel shop. Many thanks, good sir.
Thank you for giving us these goods. Now we will sell those goods to you. Here's a paltry sum of change, even though you could have just taken these for
Welcome
yourself.
to Hotel...
And there's nothing I can spend this money on.
The Stalkers are Krat's vigilantes. There are two groups of them, the Bastards and the Sweepers. The Bastards are an organization of guards for the Alchemists and the Workshop. Motto, honor or nothing. The Sweepers are an organization of guards for the old families of Krat. Motto, we always repay what is owed. Historically, the relationship between the two groups has been turbulent, but most were killed in the puppet's full-scale attack. That is what little I know beyond the hotel walls. May I serve you in some other way?
Well, there's that shop I recently bolstered,
Welcome to...
including a bright red apple. Looks like it's bursting with sweet, refreshing juice. And, you know, quartz. It's a moon. Hello, Papa. I've come for a visit to grow stronger. And I'll grab this just since that ever so recently came up. And I also have our weapon durabilities restored when we have a perfect guard. Oops. Back to the Cathedral Library, and let's head yet deeper. We can take care of the, well, actually, I suppose we should take care of that now, otherwise I'm gonna forget that I need to take care of that. Letter with refugee's address. Elysian Boulevard at 221B. Love, Adelina. The key is enclosed. Doesn't that sound familiar? Quiet. As a safe to pilfer. Yet who needs a code? Owl Doctor's hunting apparel and a quartz. Well, thank you for your contribution, Owl Doctor. Let's see, yeah, just make sure. Yeah, nothing that way until I open that up. Some weird fleshy traps. But of course, we cannot simply move forward when there is areas to be explored. Areas with lots of dangerous tracks that we will not be activating. This would have been nice to have a few moments ago, but hey. This place is cursed. The abyss of hell. Cannot leave. The only thing awaiting you is despair. Perhaps retreating deeper into the cathedral is not the safest option. They call it the Arm of God. You arrogant ones, you have brought the wrath of God upon yourselves. The Arm of God, you say? This is why the cathedral was built and remembered. Pilgrims worship the merciful angel. There's more that way, but we can't go that way yet. Hi, how you doing? That should not have hit me. I should have been out of range for that. That's where we came from.
Damn it! I can't find the way out. Monsters everywhere. I need to grab my share and leave.
Uh-huh. This angel has two wings. Stalkers and your weird pickaxes.
Oh, that's odd. I thought I was the only one with a sound mind here.
Is this the one
Shall I
with
tell
a
you to introduce
dog
myself?
mask?
Note these golden wings. Yes, you guessed it. You don't know who I am.
Nope.
Preposterous. Everyone in Krat has heard of me. Do you live under a rock?
In a train,
I'm
actually.
Alidoro the Hound. Treasure hunter extraordinaire. Yes, it's a nickname. I ditched my real name in the past. I'm looking for other survivors of this disaster, but it's been a lonely search, and there's danger around every corner. Do you know of a place where I can take refuge? Preferably someplace clean and comfortable, you know, civilized.
Maybe I do, maybe I do not. You can take a look at Vanini Works. I did just clean the place out.
Vanini Works? I didn't give that place much thought. That's where the
There are a few
puppets
other
being
stalkers
changed,
around there.
after all. But I heard tell of a shelter there as well. With no first-hand knowledge, I suppose I have to trust you. I have a lot of searching ahead of me, so why don't I lighten my load? Consider this an act of charity. A thank you gift. Take it.
Well, thank you. Sure, it's appreciated.
Since you're so helpful, I'll give you a peek at my collection. Show me what you're worthy of. As a descendant of aristocrats, the very best families, I have a duty to the common people. I live my life fulfilling that duty. And part of that duty is ensuring these items are returned to their rightful owners. What I'm showing you is just a portion of the collection. If you come to the refuge, we'll be able to continue our confabulation. Until then, remember this hound when golden wings shine.
And thus, behold, a lot of boss weapons, which you shouldn't be able to see yet. I already have the amulets as per my first playthrough, so I shall be grabbing at the weapons. First, from the parade leader's ergo, the 7-coil spring sword. A precious 7-coil spring sword that was stored in the workshop tower. Even Geppetto could not replicate this fine masterpiece. 7 on the 7 blades. The text that remained engraved on the Eastern relic inspired the workshop technicians to make a masterpiece for this generation. Of course, there was the actual amulet. The Dancing One's amulet enables dodging even with low stamina. An amulet that can be equipped on a puppet. Information memories that are useful for movement can be imprinted on the symbol to draw out special powers. The best parade is never swayed by any obstruction. I must be prepared to make a great effort to put on a magnificent show. And from the Broken Heroes ergo, we have the etiquette. A self-defense weapon adored by the leader of the bastards. It can be disguised as a weapon, but bares its teeth in a moment of attack. Social dignity can be seen not only in the ballroom, but also on the battlefield. The leader of the bastards did not lose his poise on either stage. Of course, previously I'd gotten the Extreme Modification Amulet, which increases your weapon attack in proportion to the number of Fable slots, which was a pretty fair boost overall, but also meant I basically never used Ergo, and I never used Fable in my first playthrough. The Scrapped Watchman was an experimental piece modified to the extreme to test how far Krat's engineering skills could go. The result was impressive, but ultimately came at a cost. And of course, from Fuoco, Queen's Flames Ergo, we have the Holy Sword of the Ark. A special greatsword that was lying asleep in the St. Frangelico Cathedral. A recent acquisition, I see. It can transform between a special greatsword and a glaive, meaning Gray would probably love this thing. Maybe. The Ark Saint's weapon was reproduced for puppet use and made a grand appearance at Krat events. However, its legendary holiness could not be reproduced. And previously I had gone the Conquering Amulet. Upon a successful perfect guard, temporarily increases damage inflicted by a weapon attack. I've had this on and off. It can be useful, but it's not superb. The puppet heads to the place where fire, electricity, and acid flow. Must not be withstood, but overcome and passed. Thank you. And goodbye. And back down we go. To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left now. You missed. It's a teensy bit of a lag spike, which is weird, although maybe that's because it's reloading a relatively big area. The Archbishop's Diary. Cecile's unwell again. Today, Brother Adam found her standing like one of the dead at the edge of a cliff and brought her back. If it's mild sleepwalking, it's fine, but I'm worried it's her old blood compulsiveness again. I know about her strong beliefs better than anyone else, so it's really too bad. God will be glad of the atoned. Perhaps I should ask her for atonement for visiting the Isle of Alchemists. I have the relic in my hand, thanks to Cecile. I won't let those bastards ruin Krat anymore. This will purify the city. Maybe it was a mistake to accept those guys from the beginning. This disaster was divine judgment. Should have been turned away all those 30 years ago. And this will be the end. Krat is a city blessed by God, and I, Andreas, will come to its rescue. Why? Eh. Couldn't actually see her due to that thing falling at just right angle. Bitch, you did not need that long of a combo. Fuck's sake. Didn't even have the shortcut open because I didn't think she would just go slash. Slash, slash, slash. I have projectiles too, kinda, sorta. Thanks, game. The game just kinda decided that you're targeting, John. You're attacking over here now. Oh, forgot about you. This place really does a number on your weapon durability. Can burn. Another +1 frame they're not going to use, and also the Archbishop's Holy Mark. A Holy Mark obtained from the Archbishop's room. It's the Archbishop's item that Cecile wanted to see in her last moments. The Archbishop was such a man of character that they called him the Saint of Krat. They say his moral influence even made murderers repent before God. The 1 and the 2 and the... Like, I could drop down there if I didn't know there was a, shortcut right here to activate first. He truly does not give a fuck. He could just, pull the chain strongly and quickly, but no, he just gives it one solid enough of a yank somehow not to destroy the thing, but... Why are there 2 ways back here? Who knows? To fuck with you in case you didn't activate that, I guess.
Oh, thank you. Just seeing the Archbishop's holy mark renews my spirit. It's a reminder of the quiet power of faith. I'll remember this forever, Stalker. It's a reminder of the quiet... It's a reminder...
I was trying to activate the thing, but it's like, no, you're talking to her. Okay. Okay. Hey, how you doing? Fuck you. And sing praise for the new saint has arrived. I, Saint Andreas, will consecrate this land. You ready, chat? Up it goes. The transformation was not kind, the Saint Andreas. The slight lag spikes are really messing with me at the moment. Oh. Oh, that was a good hit. But, of course, it is never quite that easy. Okay, camera did not know what the fuck to do there. Fuck your attack. I just keep stabbing. Surprised I managed on the first go, but alright. But up, and up rises the ergo. St. Andreas. From the scrapped watchman. From the puppet master.
And now, the stage is set.
What was that? Who knows? We'll find out. He has no idea what the fuck just happened. Twisted Angel's Ergo.
Want to go back to the old Krat. The old me. Before the greed overtook me.
Gold caused even the devout saint to crumble little by little. Unable to acknowledge how corrupt he had become, he escaped into a delusion that he had been chosen by the angel. Cecile's written confession. Thank you for your kindness. I'm a sinner who murdered innocent people in the past. I couldn't suppress the monster in me. Only the Archbishop saved me. Of course, he was a human who makes mistakes. Every saint succumbed to wealth and power. At least I can live as myself. That's a huge blessing. So, yes, I believe that he was a saint. Now, you opened a second path. Thank you for letting me live as a human. Not a monster. Farewell, Cecile. So of course, now that we have been a boss, it's time to change outfits. Put on the Owl Doctor's hunting apparel. The hunting apparel, the Owl Doctor. Looks normal, yet there is something gruesome about. I decided to give them repose when they were still human. This was his last vow before he lost his ego as a doctor. This is not a good weapon to be using on you guys, it seems.
Locked up tight.
Some brave adventurer you are.
You? I didn't think we'd ever meet again. Can't say I'm happy to see you, though. Sorry, I let my frustration get the better of me. This place is crawling with hostile puppets. You must have known that, but you still sent me here.
Well,
honor and trust are everything to this hound. You've insulted me to the core. I'll never forgive you. But perhaps there's a shred of decency in you, so I'll ask again. Do you know of a safe place?
Perhaps you should not have led with "I will never forgive you." There were some stalkers around the Elysian Boulevard, the Black Rabbit Brothers.
Let's try, but I've been there already and I know better. The puppets have already destroyed that place.
And I destroyed the puppets.
Again, you spurn my trust. But even a brave soul like me cannot afford another enemy in times like these. I shall show you mercy. Perhaps it will inspire a nobler spirit in you. But beware, do not fool me ever again. You tricked me with your lie. You disappoint me. But I'm no stranger to beneficence, so I shall let it pass one more time. Know that even my forgiveness has its limits. Remember, the Hound's fangs crave the traitor's neck.
Aren't you the one who said you can't afford more enemies?
You tricked me with your time. Remember,
Eh.
it seems the hotel is the only other option.
It seems he's figured it out regardless. You can see, with or without our aid, he ends up here one way or another.
It's you. This hotel is indeed a refuge from the dangers of the outside world. I am the Hound, a descendant of the city's most aristocratic families. Repaying debts is what we nobles do.
As you said.
Betrayal creates a debt that is particularly hard to pay back. But I am a man with generosity and mercy in abundance. I shall give you the honor of viewing my treasure, so that you may apologize. However, you must prove your worthiness. For this legendary treasure, the ego of a powerful enemy shall suffice. It's up to you if you want to make the exchange. Take your time to admire it. I've certainly done likewise.
And of course, we have the Twisted Angel's Ergo, with which we can get to the Trident of the Covenant. A ritual trident that was lying asleep in the relic of Trismegistus. How the fuck do I pronounce it? Trismegistus, which is not somewhere we're going to be for a fair while. It is presumed to have once belonged to a great warrior who served an ancient king. The warrior of the sea vowed to protect the people from the cursed relic. He kept his vow even when his skin was mashed until it was green. And of course, the first time playthrough, we had gotten the Nameless One's amulet, which has a chance of none being consumed when using pulse cells. There was a time when even puppets were treated as heroes in Krat. This amulet is the vestige of a fireman puppet who was once called a hero. Which is weird. But okay. Trying to remember exactly what the next area is.
You know that stalker? The Hound? Is it true you brought him here?
Not really, no. He kind of found his way
I
there.
didn't know he was still alive. Thank heavens. I haven't seen him in person, and I don't know how I'd react. How do you thank the man who saved your life? I'm so glad that someone so kind has reached safety. And speaking of safety, please take care of yourself out there. You're not the only one who's curious. Most people get around to asking where I'm from.
I mean, I didn't, but if you want to tell me.
Give it away, don't they? Suffice it to say, I'm from the country of the morning, beyond the ocean.
That is the one way to
I
put it.
won't be much of a tour guide. All I know about it is their weapons. My family was a house of weapons specialists. It's quite a reputation to live up to. They almost took charge of planning for the grand exhibition. But that's their reputation, not mine. And they deserted me when I was little. I don't even know who they are. And my reputation is my own. I suppose my only connection to them would be weapons. So I'm an orphan, And that hardly makes me exotic in Krat. Can I help you with anything else?
Let's see. Fortunately, we don't have enough half-moonstones to finish upgrading the Salamander Dagger Blade. I suppose we'll give the pickaxe another try. I feel I may have tried to use that earlier. Conserve energy. Decreases stamina consumption temporarily. Ah, interesting. Wish the fire lasted for longer, but it's not terrible. I really wish that did more damage overall, though. Actually, maybe that's just because... Yeah, no, that's just a low amount of damage. Well, forgive a definition of low.
I've been investigating the puppet frenzy, and it looks like I need your help. First, let me show you a little something I've been working on. I call it the Ergo Wavelength Decoder. The name lacks a certain flair, but I assure you it works. If my suspicions are correct, something in the puppet's very ergo is causing their aggression. My decoder can find malicious signals within the waves, but I cannot possibly get close enough to gather the ergo wave records myself. You, on the other hand, would you? Could you?
Would you, could you, would you, could you, won't you
refuse to
join the
believe the
dance?
King of
Will
Puppets is
you, won't
truly
you,
behind
won't
this,
you, won't you join the dance?
puppet rampage. It's too simple, but also a bit too much even for him. No. I suspect the ergo itself is corrupted, or at least compromised. I do so desperately want to find the cause, as I'm sure you do too, my friend. It breaks my heart to see puppets turned into murderous tools of bloodshed.
And that'll come out as it needs to. And meanwhile, pop this over to Fire Explosion. Interesting. Similar to the electricity, more or less. The acid one is the unique one overall. Let's see, did I get another quartz? Yes, 2 of them. I'm coming, Papa! There was a man who turned into a living church organ, like something between a frog and a centipede. It was weird. Thousands of people at the cathedral are dead. It's real sad.
Of the petrification disease turned into a monster. That's just tragic. Could the disease lead to puppet frenzy? No, that doesn't make sense. Remember, puppets cannot get the disease. But puppets shouldn't frenzy either. I made them to obey and protect humans, not go berserk and harm them. But the stalkers blame me. They think I worked with the alchemists to spread the disease to puppets. How sad. All this resentment, with a lie at the root of it. That's why my only wish is that you stay a good boy. No resentment. No lies.
Well, there are lies. Who's to say about resentment? But here we are. Meanwhile... I really do not need extra weapon slots since I only have the one equipped at that time. That is kind of useful, but I guess it depends on how long they're staggered. Yeah, you know, let's grab on the basics, retain, guard, regain. Oops.
The cathedral. It seems nowhere is safe now. Maybe those who went there seeking refuge became monsters somehow. But the petrification disease turns you to stone, not into a monster. I'm worried about the Malam district, just below the cathedral. I wonder whether there are monsters there, too.
Probably.
I am able to wield Ergo. They call me a listener, because I can hear Ergo. I inherited the power from my mother, who hated it, called it the devil's power. So I kept it a secret that I could talk to puppets. Now you are the only one my voice reaches. So I beg you,
the only one, just
save Krat. You're full of surprises. A puppet that keeps changing, keeps growing. I can feel a change in your Ergo. Change is never easy. Look at me, a human trapped in the shackles of the past. I wish I was back in Krat before the petrification disease, before the disaster. Krat was a city of light, a city of joy. I wish I could go back, even just for one day.
only need 2,000 more.
People have no thanks for
So many wonderful songs. Certainly one of my favorites. I think I want to mess with the Wish Stone just at this moment. And I'll keep the Destruction Grindstone in there for the time being, leastwise because I'm using largely elemental weapons. I'll remain in the hotel for now to start off the next session, but it seems that next week we'll be heading into the Malum district. Somewhere that has been claimed by the Black Rabbit Brotherhood and may be flooded with monsters. I do thank you everyone who popped in, however briefly, both Lily and Theo. Hopefully Gray's feeling better, especially whenever he gets to watching this VOD. Poor button is not good right now. Needs many headpets. His poor throat, many cuffs. As for next week, Monday, I will of course be continuing XCOM. Tuesday, Frederick will hopefully be back with Pokemon Emerald, assuming we avoid the curse. And Wednesday, Hell or High Water, unless we get really busy right before the stream again. Lucius should be finishing up My Friendly Neighborhood so that they can all finally get back to Ace Attorney. And then I should be back next Friday, of course. Get some extra free time. Some rest before the stream. But anyways, of course, again, thank you, and thank you, everyone watching this past, present, and future. But for now, good night, everybody.